Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's January 24th. I had to look at the date. January 24th.
We had to look at the date. It's your birthday.
I know. I still had to look at the date. I still had to look at the date. I don't know why.
Birthday, everybody.
And it was Valerie's on Saturday.
Yeah.
So if you ever wondered why this dynamic duo works as well as we do, it's because our birthdays are 2 days apart. We are so in sync, and most of the time.
We
So did you enjoy your weekend?
We were destined to be battle buddies.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. What are you off to now?
Oh, the dogs keep peeking in the door.
Oh.
So I'm trying to shut the door.
So what did you do for your birthday?
Not a whole lot. We kept it low key, got up, and of course, when you own your own business, you work 24/7. It seems like
I
you
know.
do a little work. And then we went to the gym. For those that don't know, we do the Mayweather boxing, so that was a lot of fun. And then we went to the gun range to practice shooting our guns.
That was so cool. Pictures are great. What was that dessert you had? That looked wonderful.
I don't have any idea. Because it seemed like it was like peanut butter and chocolate with an Oreo crust. It was so tasty. It was light and airy, and
good. It wasn't heavy.
No, it didn't seem like it, but I only took a bite because I January.
I know.
Trying to lose weight. Well, not lose weight, but just make healthier choices, because anybody who knows me knows that my favorite pastime is this 4-letter word called food.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your weekend.
So what's your big plan for the birthday?
I don't have any. I guess when you amass as many as I have, they just don't have the same significance.
Well, I know Jeremy wanted to do something for my birthday, but I was like, next year's a big birthday, 50, and passports required for anybody that wants to join me. So
I have mine. You tell me where I'll go.
I know you will. I actually have something I forgot to I forgot to give you last time we saw each other last week at the ECC, the Entrepreneur Collaborative Center in our office. So if you go there before me, it's sitting in your seat. And it's you saying passport reminded me, so I'm not going to tell you what to go to.
Okay.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to see what it is, they have to go to the ECC and see Rosie.
Okay.
So what's going on?
Wow, we have a lot going on this week. We are actively taking registrations for the next Veterans Florida cohort, which begins, I think, the 3rd week of February. We've got some great registrations on some businesses, people who are starting or growing their business. We're also doing Q&A sessions virtually this week on Tuesday, next week on Tuesday and Thursday, and the 2 weeks after that on Tuesday and Thursday for South Florida. And that's also a virtual class. So, you can be anywhere in the state. You don't have to be from South Florida, but that's where we're going to be basing that out of. Of course, that's with our sponsorship from Healthy West Kendall, powered by West Kendall Baptist Hospital. And the Veterans Florida cohort, of course, everybody knows, is sponsored by Veterans Florida, which is a nonprofit created by the state to serve veterans in a variety of ways. So we've got recruiting going on all over the place. We also have, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. But are you going to talk about the in-person one though?
Yes.
Okay.
We also in South Florida on Wednesday evening and Thursday morning, we have 2 live Q&A sessions in West Kendall, Miami area. One there, we'll drop the links to the Eventbrites in there. Please, if you know somebody that's down in that area, a veteran or a military spouse that would benefit from the Action Zone program, let them know, send this link on to them, because it's not often that we get an opportunity to also offer the program to military spouses. So I'm really excited that we're able to do that with the Healthy West Kendall sponsorship.
I'm sorry, I'm trying. Everybody's saying good morning, Rosie.
Good morning, good morning, good
So I'm
morning.
trying to keep up with all of the messages that we're getting. But everybody loves Rosie. Yeah, we're so excited about the South Florida cohort because it does welcome military spouses.
Yep.
So spread the word. It's going to be an exciting cohort.
Yeah, it will be. It will be a lot. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to maybe Miami being a little bit warmer than it's been up here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be cold all week.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe how cold it is. And my good friend Darren Burrell from Knoxville is coming down here, and he's bringing his wife so that she can, see Tampa.
This week?
Yes, it's for
Oh, man.
the Startup Summit and Awards, or Startup of the Year Summit and Awards that's here in Tampa, which is a huge deal. I'll drop the link in the chat for everybody, but he's coming down to be one of the judges. And I texted him this morning and I'm like, pack your snow gear, 'cause
Yeah.
it's freezing in Florida.
Yeah, but if he's from Knoxville or anybody from the north, they're still going to be dipping their toes in the Gulf because they don't know any better.
Yeah, they know. I know. You can always tell that the Northerners, as my dad would say, because they are still swimming
Yep.
in January and February.
Yep, not us that have been here for a while. We can't stand it.
No. I
So
won't get
that
in the water until May.
Startup of the Year, do you know where that's being held?
Sparksman's Wharf.
Oh, okay.
And,
That's a
yeah,
cool
and
place.
it's going to be cold outside. And then Allie from Embark, she said if she could, she was going to pop in this morning and talk a little bit about what they're going to be doing at Embark for the event. But it's Monday morning. It's a big event, so I don't know that she'll have time to pop in. But speaking of Embark, Embark is a recipient and part of the Veteran Florida Grant, which is, a partner, a collaborative partner of Action Zone. And if you apply, then you can be a member for 6 months of Embark. And that means you can go in there and co-work. You get access to all of their resources and some of their mentors, that are appropriate for the stage of your business. So I'll also drop that in the chat. So we're pretty excited that we have another Veteran Florida partner in the Tampa Bay area.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's good for tech and tech-enabled companies. And,
yes.
And I want to make sure that people understand that because all of the ESOs in the area, most of the ESOs in the area have some sort of specialization. And while Embark has the tech or tech-enabled, that tech-enabled one is really kind of a catch-all. So if you're a business that is doing online sales, that's tech-enabled. If you're a business that's got some type of an app to either service your clients or to find customers, then that's tech-enabled. So I would encourage people to apply because only Embark can tell you whether or not you fall into their parameters. It's better to apply and be told that that doesn't quite fit, because then just like we do, Embark will help you connect you to other resources that might be better suited for you.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting because you just never know unless you put your name in the hat, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So real quick,
the next event, one more, Synapse on February 17th, I believe it is.
That's a big one.
Yes, it is huge.
Well, they're all big, but this is a big opportunity, another opportunity for all veteran-owned businesses.
Yep, I sent out an email, I think Friday night, to all of our alumni and the people on our web subscriber list. Synapse is offering veterans a free ticket to come attend Synapse. Even if that's all you do, it's just so worth your time to go down there and make some connections with people and see all the really cool, innovative businesses that are going on. And innovative does not mean it does not mean tech. It does not mean, it means that you thought of something that was going to fulfill somebody's need and you innovated that, that's such a big, that word throws people off all the time. And in some cases even intimidates them. This is why I don't do any of that kind of stuff. Yes, you do. You're Stacy Moser with the 8 Paws approved dog treats as an innovator. She's making dog treats out of the spent beer grains that her husband uses for his craft brewery. So that's innovation, they
really worked really hard to try to break that image of it. It was just tech a couple of years. I think it was 2019 when they had Sarah Blakely as the keynote, who's the founder of Spanx, and she's also from Florida. because Spanx is very innovative, right?
It is.
It sucks us all in. Yeah, so we're
So
really,
yeah, if you go to, if you did not get an email, if you're watching this on us on Facebook, first of all, that means you didn't subscribe to our website or you haven't attended a class of ours, and you could remedy both of those in one fell swoop.
yes, you can.
So drop us a note in the chat and I'll send you the links. Two things they're doing: the free admission for veterans, Action Zone veterans. And if you want to be an exhibitor, which is normally, I think, like $1,500 fee to get
Yeah.
to be an exhibitor, it's
Mhm.
$100.
$100.
$100.
Yeah.
Now, as one who has paid exhibition fees for a
Mhm.
variety of businesses, that is, you can't get that the kind of exposure you're going to get at Synapse just by having a table set up with your information for
Yeah.
$100 anywhere, nowhere. You can't even buy a
Nowhere.
Facebook ad and get that kind of exposure, because there's
No.
thousands of people that attend Synapse. And whether you're looking for an investor or not, that's not the issue. It's you're networking with other businesses in the community that don't know who you are, and it's a great opportunity for $100 to show them, this is who I am, this is what I got.
Yeah, and so one key thing you said, it's free for Action Zone members. So that means that you either need to be on our web subscriber, our mailing list, or be an alumni to get the free
That's right.
attendance code. So just because you're a veteran doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get in free. So contact Action Zone. And then funny story, the sponsor of that, or an interesting factoid, I guess I should say, the sponsor of the veteran-owned business opportunity for Synapse, reducing the exhibitor fee to $100, is sponsored by First Home Bank. And First Home Bank was one of Luminary's very first customers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in 2017, in one of our biggest. Jeremy, my husband, knows the president, and they had known each other for 10 years. Jeremy had done work for him for 10 years. And when we went off to do our own, he continued to use, Jeremy's services. So yeah, interesting little factoid there about
Very
First
cool,
Home
very
Bank.
cool. Okay,
Yeah.
Sammy, you gotta get down. You gotta get down,
She
Sam.
says it's your birthday, Mommy. You're not supposed to be working. Speaking of birthday, Jeffrey Lodig, we love. He says it's freezing, but happy birthday anyway. Wally Carmichael is visiting us. He's traveling. Oh, look at those dogs, or hear those dogs.
I do. I saw Wally's in his travel trailer in the snow. Who does that?
I don't know. And then Natasha's here. Dana said that we need to celebrate, because we always need to celebrate. And
We don't need a reason.
I know.
But if you want to come down to Miami on Wednesday, I hear there's going to be a party.
Yeah, there is, because, oh man, South Florida, watch out. Me, Rosie, and Kashima, all three of us, birthdays within days and weeks. I think hers is next week or the week after.
I thought hers was she's in February.
February 6th is her birthday, and Kashima Garcia is our new executive director, for the you don't recognize her name, but yeah, the three of us are going to tear it up in South Florida.
We say that, and we're going to be in bed by 9:30.
Well, we have a lot of veterans and military spouses to visit, a lot of collaborative key partners. We're going to be meeting, of course, with Baptist Health and Healthy West Kendall, United Way and Emerge, and Edwin Rivera, who's our Bunker Labs ambassador down there in Miami. So we might even make a trek over to Fort Lauderdale to visit our friends at the Nova Laverne Innovation Center. We got a lot to do in less than 48 hours.
Yeah.
But
we can do it.
Yeah, we're used to it. No.
We can get it all done.
What else is going on? I don't know that there's anything else going on right now.
No, I think that's plenty on our plate.
No, you guys need to be on the lookout. Oh, last week was a lot of fun. We had ABC Action News come out to our office at the Entrepreneur Collaborative Center and do some interviews. And
That was a great time.
it was. We had a class, and we had vendors, and we did one-on-one interviews. So we're really excited about that. He did a lot of footage for a 90-second clip. So I don't know how much he's going to be able to fit into 90 seconds, but we'll see.
Well, what I thought was so interesting was we had at least one representative from every cohort that we've held, except for one.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yep. I was
That's
thinking about
nice.
it as I was driving home, that we had, we've done eight cohorts, and we had at least one person from every cohort except our very first cohort.
Oh, yeah. You're much better about keeping them because you do the reporting, remembering which cohort they're in. I'm just like, oh, they're all Action Zone family. Yeah. And, a testament to the kind of collaboration that we are able to create in our intimate cohorts. I call it intimate because, if we don't have like 50 people in a class, because that just doesn't work. But in less than 24 hours, when I sent those emails to all of our alumni and said, hey, we need alumni to be ready at the ECC at 11. Well, I had to bribe them with lunch, 11:45 for lunch and 12:45 for filming. Like we had 15 people. Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. It's crazy. And it was some of those people we have not seen since the pandemic started. And some of them I had not seen since they were in the cohort. I've spoken to them by phone, but have not seen them in person. So it was
don't talk about Rick because we won't have him on the show.
I won't, but man, I was so excited to see him.
I know. And he is so excited that his son is part of the business with him.
Nice.
Yeah. And he sent me a picture that I'll share whenever he's on the show. His son has a business degree and now it's part of the family business.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, awesome. Well, I'll just say this about Rick, and then he retired from the Army. He retired from the Tampa Police Department, and now he's an entrepreneur.
I think it was the Hillsborough sheriff.
Oh, was he sheriff? I thought he was. So. Well, either way, he was.
Either way,
he had a badge and a gun. Yeah, we got to have him on so he can share his experience of being an entrepreneur in comparison to those two very intense, high pressure jobs.
Well, I think he's going to be able to tell us that it's going to be the same intensity and pressure, but his story will be so unique because of how he approached his business model and who his customer was. And I'll tease everybody with that, because that makes it, you'll just have to listen to how he structured this business and made this so successful so quickly. He's just such a nice guy.
I know.
I was so excited to see him.
Yeah. His epiphany moment in class was just amazing. Okay, enough about Rick because we're going to ruin it. But that should get everybody excited to join us when he's on. So I have a hoodie on and my baseball cap is freezing.
I have, I'm in layers. I put tights on and sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt and a sweater. And I have footies on my feet, and I took my mittens off just so I could work the computer. Because for whatever reason, the heater is not working in my house, and it is bitter cold inside.
Oh my goodness. So for those of you who notice that Rosie's background has changed, for her birthday, she bought herself a house.
Bought a new house. And unfortunately, the heater doesn't work in the coldest week of the winter season so far.
Yes. And she moved a little bit north. So she's out a little bit outside the city now, which means she's even colder.
Yeah, I think it was 37 or 34.
Yeah.
34.
Yeah.
Because I remarked to Valerie this morning that it was really odd. I woke up really early this morning for some reason at 2:20. I couldn't understand why I woke up at that time. But fun factoid about Rosie, that was the time I was born, on January 24th, 1961. And I was shocked when I looked at the clock and I saw that it was 2:20. And it was kind of a cross between, well, that's really odd, and wow, that's really kind of unsettling.
That's his way of saying, wake up, let's
Yep,
celebrate, as
wait, you
Dana
gotta,
said.
gotta get year 62 started off on a
Yep,
bang.
that is awesome. Let's see.
All
Wally
right.
says he's in Gilligan, Arizona.
Oh, I'm sure it's cold there too. Gila Bend.
Gilligan.
We used to have this fun game we played when I lived in San Diego. We'd talk to tourists in a restaurant and we'd ask them the name of a street that always had weird pronunciations, and it was fun. So when you said Gila Bend, that was like kind of
I've never heard
throwback
of
to
it,
that.
but he says it's by the Air Force Auxiliary, camping at an Air Force Auxiliary range.
Is it cold there, Wally? Because I
I'm
thought I
sure it
saw
is.
the trailer within a space where it was either frost or snow on the ground.
Well, and if he's in Arizona, he's up awfully early to join us. So thanks for joining us, Wally. We miss you. We need to, yeah, we need to reconnect.
Yeah, when you
I
get
have-
back.
I
I
have
am
one
so
more-
glad that they're getting use out of that trailer though. So many people buy one and they go on one trip and then they're done.
I know. It's just, they're definitely getting their money's worth because they've been traveling. There was one more thing I wanted to mention this morning. I can't remember.
I'm sure it'll come to you, and we'll be back next Monday.
I know.
Or we might just decide to pop in during the week. You never know. We might do some lives
Yeah.
while we're down in Miami on Wednesday. And
Oh
Thursday.
yeah, we definitely need to do that. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So proud of Kimberly Blackman and her Glowmore spa, but she did a Facebook post. She's like, we need models for some new procedures that they're bringing on in their thing. And so I texted her. I was like, if you need an old Asian woman, let me know. So she said, yes, we need all races, all that stuff. So I'm going to go over to her spa today and I'm going to be a test dummy for one of those procedures that they're bringing in. I don't know what she's got me doing, but I'm
That
just
is so
excited.
cool. I saw her Facebook post and I was tempted to respond.
Yeah,
but I did not. So you let me know how it goes.
I will. I was like, literally, I have 45 minutes in the time block that she has. So I was like, if you need me for that 45 minutes, and she said, yes, I only need you for about 25 minutes, and then you're be on your merry way to your next meeting. So,
she has done so well
yeah,
for herself and that business, starting with one concept, which was the makeup brush cleaner.
Yeah.
And still knowing that she had all those other skills and the kind of beauty shop that that's a horrible term for that. I'm sure there's a better term for that. But she's just growing and adding new products and services to keep it growing. And I'm just so proud of her. She's just,
I know.
she's a spitfire.
She's unstoppable. Yeah, because she's went to pay the bill, so to speak. She went to esthetician school because she was a makeup artist, because she did my makeup for,
I remember that.
Yeah, Businesswoman of the Year, when I was nominated, well, 2 years in a row for that. 1 year when a girlfriend of mine was an honoree, and then the next year when I was an honoree, she did my makeup for both of those. She did my makeup for my wedding. And then she started her esthetician business at a little spot out of Ybor, which was super cool. And then she was just like, I'm ready to do my own thing. Now she has her own building. And she's morphed into a med spa. So we do laser, hair removal, and all kinds of interesting things. So I'm really excited for her.
Yeah, she's really banging it out.
Yeah. All right, time to go. You got birthday things to do.
And I have work. I have work to do. But thank you everybody for the birthday wishes. Don't forget to wish Valerie a belated birthday. I know you are so loving, but you need to get off of camera. Yeah, make sure you wish Valerie a belated happy birthday on Saturday, and stay tuned and see what we might or might not broadcast from Miami on Wednesday. And please refer people who could benefit from what we do, because we really look forward to helping every one of them, as you and our cohorts know.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Have a
All
great
right,
week.
happy birthday. Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye.